Now to the ongoing battle against youth violence in Metro Atlanta. Today, city leaders still trying to figure this thing out. They're going to come back together for another public safety meeting in an effort to better protect your kids and families.
Councilmember Keisha Waits makes a point. She'd like to push for this curfew they've been talking about for a while, saying that if you can't take the guns off the streets, you could at least take children off the street.
So she says the change is critical right now after another teen was gunned down in a senseless act of violence. This is 13-year-old Deshon Dubose. He is the latest to lose his life. This morning, his family is crushed as they search for answers.
11 Alive's Molly Oak joining us live with new developments in the case.
Molly, what are police telling us about the status of this investigation?
Well, police say they are still investigating after that 13-year-old boy was killed over the weekend. The Fulton County medical examiner tells us that boy was 13-year-old Deshon Dubose. The medical examiner says he was shot twice. Police say it happened just before 11:30 on Saturday night off Martin Luther King Drive in southwest Atlanta. That spot is near some homes and businesses, including the Cascade Family Skating Rink. Along with Councilmember Waits, we also heard from Councilmember Andrea Boone. In a statement, she calls this a somber time for the community, saying the skating rink has been a safe haven for families for decades. She went on to call it a staple of the community and says the violence is deeply disturbing and tragic. We also talked to one of the boy's teachers. Now, they didn't want to go on camera, but say he was a kind and gentle boy who loved volunteering. Back to you all.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday. It is January 24th. The year is 2023. A beautiful Tuesday morning. It is cold outside, freezing. When I took them dogs out there and run around, I have to take them out one at a time so they'll use the bathroom. You got to hear Ginger over there, racing over there on the DJ list. His early morning scratch mix. Let us out. Anyway, you have to take them out one at a time because if I take them out together, they run around and run around and run around. They never take care of business out there. Then they come back in the house and take care of business in here. So I take them out one at a time. They got to be nosy and sniff around and try to figure out where to use the bathroom. I'm like, just use the bathroom. It ain't all that important. You got 2 acres of land back here. Piss and crap, let's get my ass back in the house. So they're over there anxious. They're supposed to be eating breakfast this morning, but they're over there. It is cold outside, and I just got to start getting my ass up out that bed early in the morning, take them out, and then run their ass over to doggy daycare. They can sit there and drive them folks crazy all day. But anyway, I have a question, because I'm not really understanding something. Grayson, I have a question. What is a 13-year-old kid doing at almost 11:30, almost 12 o'clock at night, without his parents or supervision? I mean, I'm confused because we keep seeing these situations happen. But should a 13-year-old kid be out at 11:30 at night without a parent or somebody with him, or with his parents or family? Or I don't get it. Maybe this is this new age single parenting that's not working. But 11:30 at night, this kid is out running around. You have to wonder, 11:30 at night, should a 13-year-old kid be out there? I need to ask. I'm asking this question because I don't have any children. This is the year 2022-23. I'm not at 11:30 at night. I could be if I wanted to. I'm not. I'm in my head. I'm watching TV. Last night I was in here watching something on TV. Let me get this nut out because it's getting on my nerves. Grayson, you are the pest from hell. Get over here. Anyway, I don't have any children. By 11:30 at night, you would think I knew you was at 11:30 last night in your damn cage sleeping. Yep, 11:30 at night he was in his cage sleeping. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't have any children. No desire to have no children. I'm just trying to understand what could somebody have been doing at this damn sun. 11:30 at night. A 13-year-old kid out on the streets. Then he ends up getting shot and killed. 13 years of age. Do you parents just let these kids run wild any time of day or night? You don't have a set time that your children should be at home? I thought there was also a curfew in Atlanta. So, y'all, this problem with these kids getting killed in Atlanta is a direct result of these parents not doing what they are supposed to do, which is protect their child. If a kid is running around, 13-year-old kid is out at 11:30 at night, and the parents don't know where he at, what he doing, who he with, this is kind of odd to me. You don't have a time that your son's child should be in the house and in his home? What is this free-range parenting mess going on now? Are these kids just free to walk around and do what they want to, go here, there, everywhere, and any time of night? Nobody knows where these kids are. And then when something happens and these kids get killed, everybody's all up in an uproar. Again, should a 13-year-old kid be out ripping and running in the streets at 11:30 at night? Should they? If you think of 11:30, a 13-year-old kid should be out in the streets at 11:30 at night, you a goddamn fool. The parents are a fool. These parents are idiots. They should never have had these kids. They don't want to raise them. They don't want to train them. They don't want to educate them. They don't want to do shit. And when these kids show up dead, all of a sudden, these ignorant parents show on TV and they be ignorant as hell. They be ignorant. I seen them watch these parents. Oh, it's an ignorant motherfucker. They have these kids. It's bizarre to me. It's strange to me. But my sister did it. She did the same thing. She didn't raise her kids. My older sister Mia, she didn't raise her kids. I remember her proudly telling me, my kids don't have a set bedtime. I don't read to my children. You don't read to your children. You don't sit in your children's room and read them a book and say, I'm not doing that. You don't want to read? I thought it was bizarre how my sister decided to raise her children. I didn't work out too good at all either. But she did and gone, and that's over with. It's a wrap for her. But these kids and their children still alive. My kids don't have a set bedtime. I want my boys to be thugs. You want your boy to be thugs. What? You don't want your boys to be doctors, lawyers, dentists? You want them to be thugs. My sister was ignorant as hell. She didn't grow up in that environment. But she chose to raise her children in a whole bunch of ignorance. It made no sense. I wish you'd go back over there to eat and drink. You was over there eating that water and drinking water and eating food. Go back over there. You're harassing me. A 13-year-old kid out roaming the streets at nighttime gets shot and killed near a skating rink, a well-known popular skating rink. They've had a couple of incidents at that skate rink over there. I'm not exactly sure. There were some other incidents I can't remember. There was something I'm not sure if it was a murder or something. There's been some incidents at that particular skating rink. I know exactly where it is. But again, I don't have any children, so I do want to know. I'm just curious to know when do parents demand that their children be at home at a certain time? I don't get that. I don't understand it. When the kids show up dead, everybody's upset. These kids roam these streets of Atlanta and the parents are nowhere involved. The parents are nowhere to be found. The parents don't care. Like I said, I know how my sisters raised their kids. I was talking to my aunt and she was like, wow, so you could have been a good parent. I said, no, you ain't about to convince me that I could have been a good parent. I never wanted any children, so I won't be finding that one out. I don't want kids. I never wanted any. Everybody I know that got kids running around here, they scratching and surviving. And it ain't good times. Trying to deal with these kids, deal with these schools, it's a whole deal with you ignorant Negroes in this black community. God, ooh, Lord, it's horrible. I can't even imagine having to bring children up in this environment today. Those who do make that decision, good luck. I wasn't one of them fools. I knew better. I was like, oh, yeah, no damn kids. And trust me, I had a lot of women approach me. I said, we can have a baby together. I don't know, we ain't. Who gonna raise? No. You don't want children? No. Hell no. Never wanted any. I don't want these two cocker spaniels running around here in this house. I didn't go get them either. Run around here tearing everything up. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very saddened by the fact that we have these young teenagers dying at such an early age. But if the parents don't care about their well-being, if the parents don't care enough to know where they are, if the parents don't care enough to be with their children when they're out in these streets that time of night, then why should we care? We can bring them in here. I don't, why are we all supposed to? If you don't care enough about your child to have your child home, make sure they're home at a certain time. Or at least be with your child. Every time we went roller skating, there was a skating rink in Gary, Indiana called, I almost said it. Dang it, I almost said the name of that skating rink. It was on the tip of my tongue, just that fast it's gone. There was a skating rink in Gary, Indiana. It was real popular. Rolling something. What was the name of that skate? I can't think of it now. But I remember our mother or father dropping us off there and picking our asses up. And it was over. We walk out the skating rink, they were right there. Get your ass in this car. We with no time for us to mill in the parking lot. And oh no, we gotta walk out that station wagon was right there. Okay, get in the car. And it damn sure wasn't no 11:30 at night when we walked out that skating rink. You better believe that. At nighttime, now this was years ago, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, but in the 70s, at nighttime, I was in the house. We went out, and we went in the backyard at 11:30 at night. We in bed. Yes, my mother had us at bedtime. Time to go to bed. We got to go to bed. Now, a lot of time, bedtime come, I be in bed early, waiting until bedtime, and turn the phone off. I don't even turn my phone off. I move that phone, the laptop, everything out of my bedroom and take it somewhere else. I don't want to hear beeping and buzzing. I don't want nothing outside I can sleep. Event of emergency, if you out after midnight and it's an emergency, don't call me because my phone is on the other side of the house being charged and I'm not going to answer it. I ain't even going to hear it ring. I'm not getting up to go nowhere. I don't care who you are. And as far as my mother, I call her, you in bed already? What time in bed? I said, good, because I'm going to go to sleep too, because I know you ain't, because I know your ass out there running them streets. But anyway, and maybe I'm old school, maybe I'm old fashioned, or maybe I'm old fool. But what is a 13-year-old kid doing at 11:30 at night? I want to know. Because it didn't work out too good in his favor. Why wasn't he at home? Why wasn't he with his family? Why wasn't he with them parents and now crying and boo-hoo and all over the news and stuff? I don't know. I look forward to hearing you all's opinions and thought about this ignorant shit. I don't have any children. Those of you who have children, do you allow your children just to roam like wild animals throughout the streets of the city that they live in? Do you know where your children are at 11:30 at night? I remember years and years ago, we'd be watching TV, and they'll pop up on the TV. It is now 11, they say a certain time, do you know where your children are? Y'all remember that? I do. I remember being in the house. Well, here they start with their daily little toys. And I need to conclude this video anyway, because I got some stuff I need to do today. I love to read you all's thoughts and opinions about what this kid was doing out that time of night, and unfortunately how he ended up shot and killed. But I look forward to reading those thoughts. Today it is Tuesday, January 24th. The year is 2023. I'm going to make me some breakfast and get my day started. I'll see you all later.